Right, welcome. This is trigonometry. If you are given a right angled triangle, and you are asked to find any of the sides, and you are given an angle, you know you're already on a trig question. So if here is your theta, and okay, let me call here alpha, and always remember that this longest side of your right angle triangle is always your hypotenuse. So in this case now, how will I know my right angle triangle? It's a triangle that has 90-degree on it. Whether it was changed or turned upside down, once it has angle 90 inside of it, is a right angle triangle. Is that okay? All right, then in this other case now, let's label here capital letter A, capital letter B, capital letter C, and here becomes A, B, and small letter C. All right. Before we proceed, let me introduce this guy to you. It's an acronym. We call it SOCATUA. SOCATUA. Okay. This guy now, remember, this guy cannot solve anything for you. It's just an acronym. It helps you to remember. Finish. But first of all, you have to always know that your sign, because this sign means sine, this S means sine, is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. You see, it's actually a reminder. It doesn't do anything. Opposite over hypotenuse. Then this C, this car, it means C means cos or cosine. Then cos is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Then this tua means T is tan or tangent. Tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. Is that okay? All right. Permit me to move up my screen. All right. In this other case, let's take for example, you are given a right angle triangle and you are given an angle right here, angle 30-degree, and you are told that this side is 4 centimeter and here, okay, let me use hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is x. Find x. All right, the best thing or the first thing you will do is ask yourself, what am I given? What are my parameters? Parameter simply means what am I given from my question. So remember I told you that opposite simply means any side facing directly your angle, and this is your angle. So this is opposite, but it was not given. So for me to just know that here is my opposite, I already know that here is my adjacent. So I'll take notes. I'm giving adjacent. Then I'll ask myself, this other one given, what is the name? Is already known, hypotenuse. So now I'll look up in my SOCATUA which one has adjacent and hypotenuse. You see, it's only cos. Tan doesn't have opposites, only has opposites but doesn't have hypotenuse. So it's only cos that is good for my job. So I'll bring in cos. So I'll say cos my angle cos 30 is equal to, what is the answer or the formula for cos? Cos is always adjacent over hypotenuse. Over here, adjacent over hypotenuse. So I will say, where is my adjacent? 4 cm. 4 over hypotenuse x. Then I will now cross multiply. If I cross multiply now, I'll be having cos 30 times x cos 30 times x is equal to 4. But I'm not looking for cos 30 times x. I'm looking for just x. So the only thing I can do here is to divide both sides by the coefficient of x. By coefficient, we mean what is standing with x. And the only thing standing with x is cos 30. So we divide both sides with cos 30. Divide this with cos 30. Then cos 30 will cancel cos 30, leaving us with the option of x standing alone. X is equal to 4 over cos 30. Now remember, you press in your calculator cos 30, find the answer. Then you now say 4 divide that answer. That will give you the right value for x. And remember, it will always be in cm because what we are dealing with is centimeter. Okay, and I want to actually give you one more example. If I have another triangle now, remember it must be rectangle, and in this triangle I'm looking for my theta. The angle is what I'm looking for now. I'm giving here to be 7, here to be 4. How will I get my theta if theta is what I'm being asked to find? The same thing, I will say, what is my parameter? Remember we said any angle or any side facing directly to my angle, that's my opposite. So I'm giving opposites. Then which other? I'm giving hypotenuse because it's the longest side. So having opposites and hypotenuse, which will be my first two? SOHCAHTOA. In SOHCAHTOA now, sine will be the best two because cosine don't have opposite, but it has hypotenuse. This one don't have at all. It's only opposite. It doesn't have hypotenuse, but sine is the best two. So I will now come back and I'll say sine, my angle theta, I'm looking for it, theta is equal to, what is my opposite? 4 over, what is my hypotenuse? 7. Now I have sine theta. So in this case too, what will I do? What I'm looking for is theta, not sine theta. I will just carry over this sine to this other side, and immediately it crosses this equality sign, it changes to sine inverse. Do the sine inverse. Sine inverse of 4 over 7. So theta is equal to sine inverse of 4 over 7. Then I'll press my calculator. How to get sine inverse is shift sign. Then already I've pressed 4 over 7. I will find the answer. Whatever 4 over 7 gives me, I'll write it down. Then sine inverse of that answer will be my angle. I can actually do the angle. I can correct it to 2 decimal places or maybe 2 significant figure depending on my answer. That's all.